Grandma, hello. We're going to show you a beautiful sunset out here on the dock, Boone Hall in South Carolina. Hit it, Peach. Check out that pink. So picturesque.
Stuff getting cut out.
Yeah, it's totally getting cut out.
I get it. What is that?
Hello, Grandma. This is Patrick and Maureen. We're here at Daniel and Kristin's wedding. We're very excited. This is the dock. They're going to get married momentarily. It's 5 o'clock, and the bride will probably be late.
Hi, Grandma.
It's a beautiful night. It's probably about 65 degrees. My 3 men, I've never seen them quite so handsome. They look absolutely gorgeous, even though it was a little close there in the end. And we're just waiting for the bride to show up. We'll fill you in more later on.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Gertrude.
Alright, Grandma, this is the cake. Candles, other things, check it out. There's a box thing, very decorative. We've got some pictures. You make an appearance up here, hold on. I believe that's someone familiar. And hold on. We're building suspense.
Huh?
Here we go.
Kristin and Dan are happy that so many of you who mean so much to them are here to share and celebrate their wedding day. One of the great joys of the wedding day is the joining together of the couple's families and friends, and being able to share their wedding day with you, surrounded by your love and support, is a treasured blessing. Yourself completely to her and her alone, and do you promise to love her, care for her, and stand by her through all that life may bring, as long as you both shall live? I do. And Kristin, do you have Dan to be your husband, to commit yourself completely to him and him alone? And do you promise to love him, care for him, and stand by him through all that life may bring, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Kristin, Dan, today's the beginning of an exciting new life together for the two of you. It marks the commencement of new relationships with your families, your friends, and certainly each other. You are now taking into your care and keeping the happiness of the one person in the entire world whom you love best. You are adding to your life not only the affection of each other, but also the companionship, joy, and responsibility of a deep trust. How fortunate you are that you are both marrying your best friend. For those of us blessed by a true partnership of love, we feel safe in the presence of our loved one. There's no need to hide any part of ourselves for fear of being judged or rejected. We can just be together from moment to moment and believe that those moments will thread together into eternity. There's a gentleness to the presence of love that softens life's rough edges. It makes us somehow braver to go forth into the world, knowing that the shelter of someone's love awaits us at day's end.
I, Dan,
Take you, Kristin,
take you, Kristin,
to be my wife,
be my wife,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or worse,
for better or worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
And now Dan will read a personal message to Kristin.
Kristin, the time we have spent together have been the best years of my life. Every year I find myself loving you more and more. I can't wait to start the next phase of our lives and take on all sorts of new adventures together.
Kristin, if you would please repeat after me. I, Kristin,
I, Kristin,
take you, Dan,
take you, Dan,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or worse,
for better or worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Now, Kristin will read a personal message today.
Dan, I know you know how much I love you, and I know we have always counted ourselves as lucky to have found one another. You are my best friend, my partner in crime, and my greatest ally. I look forward to our future and our life together forever as one.
May I have the rings, please? Kristin and Dan, you're about to give each other wedding rings, which are symbolic reminders of the unbroken circle of a healthy and abiding love. We often speak of our circle of friends, such as those with whom you have surrounded yourselves today, or your family circle as well. Because these rings are made of precious metals, they also symbolize a love that is pure, priceless, and permanent. Within the safety and comfort of a true marriage, love freely given, just like these rings, has no beginning and no end. Whenever you look at these rings, may they forever remind you of the promises you have made this day to always honor each other by honoring your promises. Dan, as you place this ring on Kristin's finger, please repeat after me. Kristin,
Kristin,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
And as I place it on your finger,
And as I place it on your finger,
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder of the vows
as a reminder of the vows
we have spoken this day.
we've spoken this day.
With this ring, I be wed.
With this ring I do wed.
Kristin, as you place this ring on Dan's finger, please repeat after me. Dan,
Dan,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
And as I place it on your finger,
As I place it on your finger,
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder of the vows
as a reminder of the vows
we have spoken this
we
day.
have spoken this day.
With this ring, I be wed.
With this ring, I be wed.
Kristin, Dan, may you always see and encourage the best in each other. May the challenges that life brings your way make your marriage even stronger. And may you always be each other's best friend and greatest love. From this day forward, may you live together in love, peace, and happiness. May you grow each day in understanding and compassion. And no matter where you live, may your home always be too small to hold all your family and friends. We've witnessed this day the joining of your two lives through the exchange of your vows and the giving and receiving of rings in token of your love and commitment to one another. So now, because of these promises, but more importantly, because of the love you have demonstrated for one another, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Dan, I suggest you kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you the newly married couple, Mr. Daniel and Mrs. Kristin Zuar.
Kathleen and Gary coming up. Get them. Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan and Kristin request you.
I thought I'd begin by expressing my gratitude to both Dan and Kristin for having such a long engagement. Allowing me 3 years to think about what I'd like to say to you this evening. But I guess when you've been together as long as they have, it's really that big. So, I believe that I've met just about everyone from Kristin's family. But if not, and if you can't tell by our uncanny resemblance, I'm Dan's brother Chris. Sarcasm aside, when Dan and I were growing up as kids, he'd often tease me in classic Big Brother fashion that I was the adopted child in the family. Who could blame him given my red hair and pale complexion? And, if I were any more gullible, I'd probably believe him. In all seriousness, anytime we're introduced as siblings or brothers, people have a hard time believing it as such. Not only from a physical perspective, but a personal one as well. To give you a couple of examples, I'm a jazz musician who lives somewhat of a bohemian lifestyle. Dan, a businessman who puts on a suit and tie every day. My demeanor is pretty relaxed, sometimes too relaxed at times, while Big Bro, to put it lightly, has a tendency to get on edge. He's chill too. To continue, every Mother's Day I go for the sentimental card, he goes for the funny card. He lives in the East Village, Manhattan, I live in the West. We'll argue about that one for eternity, I think. He likes rock music, I like classical music, the list can go on and on. But I do hate to give you the impression that my brother and I have nothing in common. While we are two very different types of people, we do share quite a few of the same interests and have since childhood. Growing up in a very tight-knit family, Dan and I got used to being around each other all the time, whether it was 24-hour car rides to Florida, or summer vacations in Cape Cod, or just a trip to the bowling alley. I guess you could say my brother and I were inseparable as kids. Much of our time together revolved around watching movies. Growing up in the the Star Wars saga, Indiana Jones trilogy, and just about every film, no matter how terrible, Arnold Schwarzenegger, John Van Damme, or Sylvester Stallone ever starred in it. Kristin can confirm, having been forced to sit through many of them, that my brother and I still watch these with the same ardor and obsession as we did as kids. Music is another big one. Many of you have no doubt heard our dad play the guitar at one point or another. I guess you could say he's personally responsible for getting my brother and I interested in music from an early age. To my mother's dismay, the drums came first. And I would spend hours playing together, and I'll only admit it now, but he was always much better than I.
You were better in sports, though.
I took lessons. The older we got, the more our paths began to diverge. I guess time has a funny way of doing that to people. However, over the last 3 or 4 years, Dan has been learning the guitar. I guess that makes a certain amount of sense. He's come quite a ways since then, but he's managed to even impress his music snob little brother on more than a handful of stages.
Great job.
Dan often says that I got all the talent in the family and he all the good looks. I like to think that we both got pretty heavy albums too. I mean, we're Zouars after all, and whether delusional or not, every Zouar knows that they're the best. And Dan is the consummate older brother, quick to bust your chops about one thing or another, but even quicker to have your back when in need. I can't tell you how many times as a kid I'd come home in tears, having just been bullied by the kid next door. No more than 30 seconds would go by before Big Bro would be storming out the door, making a beeline towards the kid's house. Never knew exactly what transpired those days, but I know I wasn't bullied anymore. So, it's hard not getting sentimental when writing a speech like this. I have so many beautiful memories from the times that I spent with my bro. So beautiful, in fact, that the mere remembrance is enough to fill me with overwhelming joy. But the fact of the matter is that my brother and I are two very different people, and that's okay. I've come to accept that fact. And I think the beauty of our relationship has always been in our differences. So, yeah, beautiful. Sure, there are times where I wish that we were more alike, but such is life.
Shut your face.
Hey, you're a child in my head.
They're good at this. That's the lofty I was looking for. Grandma doesn't want the sway.
Your first word yeah.
It's 1/3. She's way better. Look how big her screen is. It's the same phone. No, it's not. It's the new one. Ow. Yeah, I'm not buying a new one. That's humongous. We just got her to send it to our grandma. getting insulted for my video taking by an artist.